you how to run your Athena queries using AWS Lambda. In my last video, I had shown you how to create an Athena table for an S3 data. If you want to understand how to create Athena table for S3 data, please check out that video. So we had created this table org sample data in our previous video. So I'm going to show you how the table looks like. Okay, so this is the table which we have in our Athena. So I'm gonna show you how to run this Athena query, the same query that we are seeing here, using Lambda instead of running it in the console. Okay, so these are the steps that we need to follow to run our Athena queries from Lambda. So in the first step, we will be creating an IAM role that grants all the required permissions for Lambda to run Athena query. So in this, we will have permissions like for S3, Glue, and Athena. I'll show you the role that we have. Okay, so these are the permissions that we need. Okay, I'll explain more on that later. So in the second step, we will create a Lambda function which will execute our Athena query. This is our Lambda function that we have. Okay, the third step, we will just run our Lambda function and see the results in our console. So I have already created my IAM role. I'll just show you what we have in this IAM role. This is the policy that I have attached. I have named it as Lambda for Athena role. Okay, so these are the permissions that I have granted for my Athena sorry IAM role. So glue get databases, glue get tables, and for Athena start query execution, get query execution, and get query results. And for S3 you need to have all these permissions: get object, get bucket location, put object, and list bucket. So these are the permissions that you need to run your Athena query from Lambda. Okay, so since we have created the IAM role, we'll go to Lambda console and create a Lambda function. So we are in the Lambda console now. We'll click on create function. Okay, we're gonna author from scratch. Function name is going to be Lambda Athena. Okay, and I'm gonna code it in Python. So I'll select Python. And for IAM role, you will select use an existing role. We will select the IAM role that we have just created, which is a Lambda for Athena role. Okay, click on create function. Okay, now our Lambda function is created. We will add our code here in the Lambda function. So I've already written the code. So this is how it looks like. Okay, we need this Boto3 and time module. I'll explain you more on that later. Okay, so Boto3 is basically an AWS SDK for Python. Okay, it's used to interact with AWS services using Python. Okay, I have defined my query. This is the query that I'm going to run. Select star from org sample data. This is the table we have, and the database name is organization. Okay, I'm going to create an Athena client. Okay, Boto3 client for Athena. Okay, using this command. This is the method which runs you the Athena query. Okay, if you go to Boto3 documentation for Athena, you will find this more details on this start query execution method. Okay, uh, I'm going to run the start execution query of Athena client, and in the parameters, I'm going to pass query string is my query that I have defined here. For database, is my database name that I have defined here. Okay, this is a result configuration where you want your output results to be stored. I have defined this default bucket for my Athena results here. Okay, if you want, you can specify any custom location that you want here. Okay, and the results will be stored in that S3 bucket. Okay, I just after this, okay, I don't need this actually print query response. Okay, okay, so I'm going to get the ID of the query from this query response. This is a dictionary. Basically, this method returns you a dictionary. Okay, so in that dictionary, I just need this query execution ID. Okay, after that, I'm gonna sleep for 15 seconds, because if you try to fetch the results immediately, right, it might fail because Athena might the query will be submitted to the queue and you need to wait for some time before you start fetching the results. Okay, so I've added the 15 seconds sleep time. After that, I'm just gonna call one more method, which is get query results of Athena client. Okay, so for this, the parameter is the query ID, query execution ID, which is basically the ID that we got here in this line 23. Okay, so our query results, we got our query results. I'm just going to print this query results row by row. So this is very simple code that we have to query Athena using Lambda. Okay, I'm just going to copy this entire thing and paste it in our Lambda function. Okay, I have pasted the code here. I'm just going to save it. Okay, so once that's done, we need to edit one more thing here. If you see this timeout, right? This is 3 seconds. Obviously, we need more than 3 seconds. If you run this Lambda function now, it's gonna fail with the timeout issue. So we need to increase this timeout time. So I'm gonna set it to something like maybe 1 minute. Yeah, that should be enough, I think. Yeah. Click on save. Okay, so now it's saved. So I'm going to test this function now. Click on test. This is a sample. If you have any payload that you want to pass to Lambda, you can specify it here. I don't need anything now. I'm just gonna give some random name to event and click on create. Okay. Yeah. And click on test. Since I have added sleep time of 15 seconds, we have to wait till it completes. Okay. Okay. So our Lambda function has executed successfully. If you want to see the logs, you can click here in the details. Okay. And yeah, if you see here, you can see that results that is printed out in the console. It's like the data, what is the value of that column name, and you can see the data type, everything here. Okay, so these are the results that we got from our query basically. If you want, actually, you can add a code here to save these results to an S3 bucket. If you are using that results for some other analysis or something, you can just add a code here to save those results in any particular S3 bucket you need. Yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you understood how to run Athena queries using Lambda function.